All right, so in this video, we're going to stick with phase 3, where we're going to go over a little bit more of the finer technique points of the phase 3 position. So you've gone 1, 2, phase 3 was here, right? So you go here, I've got the door open, I'm closing the door, and then I'm going to tall standing position here, okay? And then I come back down and here. Now I talked about this a little bit yesterday, so I want to get a little more into detail. Why this is so important is if my foot position, if I'm out here, if I'm really into here, that's going to make a big difference on my ability to stand. So if I'm out here and my leg is back there, I'm not standing really well. So I want to get here. So what I can do, let's say that I get into this position, I come around, and then I realize, okay, I'm in a disadvantageous position to stand. My foot is too far out, or my foot is too far to the left. My foot's too far to the right. Whatever it is, especially if you have a weight overhead, don't just lift and do that. I will walk my foot into where I feel nice and steady. I'm like, okay, this feels like a really good solid position. I'm gonna go from there. And that's where I'll go from, okay? Same thing back here. If my toe doesn't feel like it's in the right position, I will kind of work my way through it cerebrally, okay, paying attention to where my body is and go, this feels like a really good place. I'm not just gonna stand because I need to stand, okay? I wanna make sure I'm in a good position to stand. And that's what I see a lot in Turkish Getups. People try to rush it. They think about the end goal. It's like, oh, my goal is to stand up. No, your goal is to get from one step to the next step in the safest, most advantageous, most efficient way possible, okay? So you want to move in small steps with the goal being standing, and then on the way down, the goal being back on the ground. You don't want to work through them where it's just like, my goal is to stand up. Okay, well, that's not what we want. We want to work our way up through each little step, right? Another thing here, really focus on that shoulder being over the hip, being over the knee. And this is something I would do without weight first, is making sure that I'm not leaning forward, that I'm not leaning back, that I really feel like my shoulder's over my hip and my hip is over my knee. That's going to help as well. Bracing those abs like you're bracing for a little punch in the stomach. That's going to get tension through here. It's hard for us to try to create power down here when this area feels really loose. The brain's gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't feel connected here, and so I'm not gonna let you access that power, because if I'm like this, and then I'm trying to stand up, that's gonna hurt my back. And the brain knows that, so it's not gonna let you do it as well as you can, okay? So brace those abs, get in a good position, then you're gonna stand up, and then down. Arm overhead here, but I'm not like this, okay? And I'm not like this. So I wanna make sure my arm is overhead in a really good position. Now this may be something where you go, you know what? My shoulders don't like that position right now. I don't feel good in that position. There's pain, there's discomfort, something's going on. Don't worry about bringing your arm up then. Just work through the Turkish Getup without it, okay? Keep your arm down, or I can keep my arm up and I can just hold something here, but I wouldn't even worry about that. I would actually just go no arm in overhead right now and just work through that phase 3, okay, up to standing. Last thing here is the step back. I wanna make sure that when I step back, it's just a nice natural step back and then bringing that knee down. If I'm here and I go, okay, that's way too big of a step. If I'm here, okay, look, now I've got very little space there. That ain't gonna be good. So what do I do if I do that? Do I stand back up and then readjust? No. In that one, I would just say, okay, I'm gonna walk my feet forward, foot forward, and now I'm here, right? So that's what you can do with your legs if you're trying to get up and down in that position. So that's it for this phase, this part of the phase video. Practice that 5 minutes each side. I would say do 2 to 3 each side, up and down, really working on those finer points, really working on keeping that shoulder, that arm overhead. And we will see you in the next video. Train Disc Golf Strong.